Good day, viewers. Today we take you behind the scenes of aviation maintenance as we explore the vital role of lubrication systems in aircraft. Our field team is on site with students who are getting hands-on with this critical component. Let's go live with our field reporter, Ivan Policarpio.
Thank you, Jerlyn Chanes. We are here at the DPR Aviation College to interview Miss Tiffany Tolentino about her knowledge in aircraft lubrication system. So, hi Miss Tolentino. May question lang po ako sa iyo i-ask, which is ano po ang main function ng aircraft lubricant system in the aircraft engine?
So, based sa knowledge ko throughout ng semester dito sa annex is that yung lubrication system is nag-help siya para ma-reduce yung excessive friction na meron tayo sa makina. Also, yung lubrication system din, since nga excessive friction siya, pwede siyang mag-cool down. And then, through help ng that system is mare-reduce yung maintenance natin and yung pag-cost ng sobra.
Yan. Thank you, Miss Tiffany Tolentino. So, in another side, we have here Sir Magno to answer the third question, which is, what could happen if an aircraft engine runs in insufficient oil pressure?
Okay. Well, you see, in an aircraft engine, the oil system is also its lubricating system. There is, in your situation, an insufficient oil pressure. That means there may be a blockage, there may be a leakage, but whatever the case, one of the causes or one of the things that might happen if the oil pressure is insufficient is that the bearings will not have a sufficient supply of oil or lubricating fluids. This can cause higher friction, a lower lifespan to the bearings, and all of the other gear shafts and all of the other parts, the moving parts in an engine.
All right. So, that's for the end of the third question. Thank you, sir. Other side, we have here the DPR Aviation instructor, which is Sir Ancheta, which will be answering the third question. So, sir, what is the key differences of lubrication and requirements between reciprocating and turbine engine?
Commonly, dun sa ating turbine engine, ang kailangan nating i-lubricate natin dyan is yung mga high-speed gearbox and then yung mga bearings na inuupuan or seat mismo ng ating shafting ng turbine. And then next, doon naman sa piston engine, ang commonly kailangan natin i-lubricate is yung connecting rods, yung mga moving parts or yung mga gumagalaw doon mismo. But then doon naman sa ating turbine engine, oil sump din naman siya, but then hindi all throughout the engine, hindi doon. Kasi magkaiba ng components yan eh. So, sabi ko nga kanina, sa piston engine, yung mga moving parts lang. Yung mga connecting rods, yung camshaft, crankshaft, so yung mga bearings din. So, ayun. Kasi kapag yan, walang proper lubrication or hindi natin properly na lubricate is magkakaroon ng metal-to-metal contact. That's why nagkakaroon tayo ng metal chips or yung chips na debris na pwedeng magkaroon or pwedeng mag-cause ng pag-stack up ng engine. And then doon naman sa ating turbine engine, ang kailangan lang naman natin dyan is smooth centrifugal force para sa ating mga shafting. Doon sa HPC natin and then sa mga LPC, tapos sa HPT and LPT.
We also have here Mr. Ezekiel Ocampo, which is the one of the aircraft instructors here in DPR Aviation College, which will be given the number 2 questions. So, sir, how can oil analysis be used to detect early sign of engine wear and contaminations?
Okay. So, yung oil analysis, ginagawa siya during change oil ng ating engine. So, through oil analysis, nalalaman natin kung ano-ano yung mga metal chips na madedetect dun sa ating oil. So, yung mismong oil filter natin, yan ay kinakalas. Tapos, meron siyang parang film sa loob. So, yung film na yon pinapadala yun sa laboratory para ma-check kung ano-ano yung mga metals na nandun. So, halimbawa, sabihin natin yung mga bearings. Meron silang specific na type na metal. Through laboratory analysis or oil analysis, malalaman kung ano yung component na nagkakaroon ng wear and tear sa loob ng makina. Pero hindi lang sa oil analysis nagkakaroon ng signs ng engine wear, kundi rin sa during inspection pagka naghuhugot tayo ng kanya mga magnetic chip detectors. So yung magnetic chip detectors, meron silang magnet sa dulo, and yung magnet na yun natatrap syempre yung mga maliliit na sample ng metal. So doon pa lang, pagka may na-check ka na mga metal deposits sa dulo ng probe niya, meron ka na agad ng indication kung ano yung mga metals na may nagkakaroon ng wear doon sa loob ng makina. Ayun lang.
Thank you po.
Good day everyone. I am AMT student in DPR Aviation College. Today we're here in Workshop D in DPR AC. Today I'm here to discuss the different types of parts that need to lubricated in engine. Here's some parts that needed to lubricated. Push rod housing, piston, connecting rod, piston ring, outer valve spring, valve retainer, and camshaft and crankshaft. Why the parts needed to lubricated? Because it's needed to be lubricated for resisting high friction, to minimize high friction in our engine.
A great learning experience for those students, and a reminder of the complex systems that keep aircraft safe in the sky. That's all for today's feature on lubrication system. Until next time, keep learning, stay curious, and fly safe.